after pickoff and really snowball it into their favor. Gonna be hard to do, but I can at least see some win conditions for Aster if TNC don't play this 100% proper.
Yeah, I mean, there's some downsides to this Disruptor and Naga combo compared to the one that we saw before with Fnatic. This time, because it's going to be an offlane Naga, it's going to be a lot of auras coming out. You're not going to have that blender effect like Fnatic did. Fnatic were 100% all in on damage from the Naga Siren. Like, they would catch 2 or 3 heroes inside the Static Storm in the kinetic field with the Aghanim Scepter, so they couldn't BKB or anything, and the Naga just shredded. This Saki's a little bit different because he can't actually when they're all stuck inside with his tricks of the trade, because you only target one enemy unit at a time. It's not, you can't hit like everyone inside, right? Not like Naga.
Having double AoE silence, though, is never a bad thing. You're painting Venn diagrams in these team fights.
Yeah, the silence is a super sick aspect in this game.
That's kind of what scares me. The Storm has to play so careful compared to what he wants to do, because there are ways to get got here.
I think even it's not so much him, it's more so his allies. Like this Crystal Maiden needs to get a Force Staff very quickly. Yeah. I would say the Io probably has the commit for one, even though you really don't want to have to buy Force Staff on Io. I think this is a game where you need a secondary one. It's just way too strong this game.
I think you're right. Aster moving in a little bit aggressive. XXS going to take some damage here.
Have solid intelligence on what is to come.
First blood, of course. Fade with the Sage's Mask. Top KP, SCCC also exchanging blows.
Yeah, it doesn't want to eat another full rocket barrage, so he's going to go for the river rune. He'll be fine.
My purpose fulfilled.
And we go 2 for 2.
And Armel has played a lot of OD. Disgusting.
So it looks like they're going to do the triple start down bottom for a moment here. Bring down a sentry to make sure they don't block one of the camps, and then just make it so that March can live down here and help out the Riki, because you want to block one of these 2 camps right away, right? Versus the Chen. You don't want him to get that first spawn. Hopefully the small camp should be the one you're aiming for. Ideally, I think you body block the small camp the first time and see if you can make them waste a sentry, but hard to get over there when you have the double supports like this. And they're definitely keeping an eye on Fade. They're going to be watching very carefully for where he puts down that observer. Now March will reveal that he has the sentry brought in.
TNC getting in the right clicks. He'll finally drop a Crystal Nova onto Tim's, but...
Trading regen versus an IO +1 is a losing battle, though.
Yeah.
But you also have the Chen at the same time, I suppose, so it kind of works out. And now finally Tim's will leave. So this was the eventuality, and they weren't able to block the camp. Boba's going to scout it, though, and see exactly what it is. He knows it's the ghosts.
Very annoying, that built-in slow.
Not the best creep for March to get, though, so nothing too concerning here.
What's your dream for first creep?
It depends on the lane, I think. I mean, I do like the Ghost. The Ghost isn't that bad, but there's 3 heroes right now. I don't think the Ghost is very good versus 3 heroes.
Okay.
My purpose fulfilled.
I like the little, what is it called?
The Banisher?
The guy who takes away your regen.
Oh,
he just got buffed. What?
The Vools?
Yeah, the Vool assassin. I like that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys are good. Yeah, you don't realize how nasty that poison is till you click on it and go, oh shit, this guy rips.
But here goes the Ghost Lady. She's still high tier. She's a quality one. And the Disruptor's now gone, so it's a little bit better. Sorry, not the Disruptor, but the other guy, the IO.
Yep. Checking in up top, but still relatively quiet lanes. Game 1, very slow. We have like 1 kill or 2 kills in the first 10 minutes. So might have another similar laning phase. That poor Ghost frozen up. There's the CM counter. Nice deny from March, though.
Mid lane.
Still doesn't feel good.
Chuan did get an Arcane Rune, so he's been putting the hurt into Armel. Already forced out a salve right there, and Armel gonna purchase up the full magic wand. Try and take advantage of all the spam from the Storm Spirit.
Still 8 denies. Armel pretty comfortable. And SCCC actually struggling in this top lane. Only 8-3 compared to the 11-5 Naga. And Ricky leading the charge. Looks like they've been disrupting this lane a bit.
Yeah, life much better these days, I guess, for a Storm mid, right? You don't have to worry about any of those like mana issues or int issues anymore. Nothing happens until the ulti comes out. So these earlier levels, it's still not great. Like he's still losing it 16-10, 12-3, but there's not any like domination against these like short range heroes now. Yeah, but still very. I mean, look what he's doing every time. It's very frustrating. Twan still gets the deny. He's gonna pay for it with a little bit of his HP, but he misses uphill. It's in that time though.
Carmel gets another love tap in. But yeah, you're right. The Storm just has to hit that baseline. You know he's going to recover in the jungle.
Oh,
he's one of these.
Tims. Oh, look, 2 couriers. he pinged it. I think he thought about going for them. He wants to get some wards down first instead, though.
Doesn't want to waste the smoke on a courier.
Yeah, I mean, he could have at least one of those couriers, not 2. Oh, but instead he's going to get a kill.
Though. Shows up mid. This Storm Spirit glimpsed back. Should be done for here. Tims takes a tower shot, but that'll be the first blood.
It looked like he was trying to give the kill over, but couldn't quite make it work out. Gabby now gets frostbitten. Needs a pounce.
Oh, nice. Trade. Very nice. Yeah. Blink strike back to March.
And now I TP home, and you bring me back. Ah, Chen.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. It's real fun to play against. And speaking of fun to play against, Twan is out. After his death, he's gone to the jungle. And OD off to a great start. KP doing KP things. Cutting the waves. This is why that ward is placed down here by Tims. Because both TNC and Fnatic, you're going to see these kind of strats where they're going to play super deep. This is the March special. Just creating farming opportunities in his carries and these ridiculous areas.
Breaking up down bottom. LC actually leading the CS chart right now and just about tied for #1 net worth with the gyrocopter. So lane's looking okay for Aster. Bounty runes, 2 for TNC.
Yeah, looks like KP's gonna miss out as he's obviously in vision, just cutting the wave. It's so funny how KP makes this work as an offlaner when we just don't really see any other teams do it, but it makes sense, right? She's like super high armor. She just creates illusions like this. She can infinitely tank these creep waves, just a minor amount of regen because of all her armor, and then you have all this wave clear with the Riptide. Yeah. So everything about her adds up. She is an AoE setup in terms of the song too.
Sure. Yeah, and at these levels, I mean, these supports can't do much. Wisp or CM don't really want to party with the Naga.
They have 2 cores having a very good start here. Now, we haven't really talked that much about the Legion, though, because obviously XSS is having an incredible start. He's well ahead of the Ricky. Man, his courier just died again.
Just what I
a rough go.
Yep. Phase boots now on XXS. Ricky doesn't even have brown boots. That's a pretty scary discrepancy.
Yeah, they want to take down that Chen creep, too.
Well, at least he gets off an ice armor before he falls.
Yeah, he's going to get a... Oh, wow. Tried to go for the catapult instead. I thought he was going to go for the big damage on the Gabby. What's going on up top here? Looks like the Naga's getting some friends here. Courier's on the hunt. Very dangerous with your treads inside.
He's holding his level 6 skill point.
Yeah, just in case he has to abandon ship.
Yep.
Of course, I think Siren is supposed to, draw in the ships.
True.
So I don't know how she abandoned ship.
Well,
Gyro, however, is flying in a ship, so
in real life,
very lore efficient here.
In real life, Nagas didn't have teleportation scroll, so it just breaks the whole lore. It's like the time turner in Harry Potter; it just ruins it.
Oh, that's fair. Ooh, Gabby! Oh no, he didn't get a dodge in time. That's how the raindrop thing popped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good try.
Oh, your favorite item, the Keen Optic.
Ooh.
Wow, Tim's is level 2? Jeez, he's been doing a lot of running around. He needs this lane space. That's a level 7 Storm Spirit. You gotta be careful. Man, this guy jungles like crazy. Think about the start he had. The fact that he's up to level 7 is pretty impressive.
Trade, Gabby, Blink strike back across. This is a little tense. XXS just shy of level 6.
Gabby's really getting shapped, and I don't think they preemptively brought the detection for it, so better scenario now. This Observer Ward did scout Armel's rotation up top. That's why you see SCCC backing off, so they're going to know there's a ward somewhere here, but hard to tell exactly where that is. And that's a pretty unique spot, too, that they placed it there. Much more common to see the lane ward or the cliff ward. Let's see if March snipes it with the sentry. For now, he holds.
Heroes starting to gather up top.
Oh, we got him. Easy ward.
Oh, not going to find anything. Ricky continuing to be elusive. I keep thinking they're going to find a duel in this bottom lane, but the Ricky's just dancing around a bit too much.
I'm glad that he's still going for those range creeps and those jumps like that, because like, if you die, it is bad. Sure, you're going to feed away, but it's also pretty bad if you're a Ricky doing nothing but soaking XP.
Yeah.
I don't know. KP's not going like diffusal and stuff, you know. He's going to do this classic build he does with the pipe. Sometimes he goes Crimson Guard. It's an okay Crimson Guard game. I could see it.
That's not bad.
Gabby, they have a sentry. He just avoided it. And now he's going to run on to Fade. There's that sentry, though. That's CCC acting cool. Did you see that?
Yep.
Yeah, he like...
He went back. They're trying to bait this in. And there it is. They're going to explode, and Gabby will fall.
He did that one little half step, and then Gabby's like, oh, no, he didn't see me. No, I'm good.
Yeah, if I were Gabby, I would have been a little suspicious there. That was the classic, oh, God. Oh, wait, no, not oh, God.
No. Don't panic. Act cool. I mean, it's really easy from our perspective to see that.
Yeah,
right.
Bottom tower has fallen.
But it doesn't feel that way when you're the Ricky.
I would think, you know, a Ricky player, you know, you're in the head, you pay attention to those little details. That's the kind of shit you're looking for. You're ready for those next level sentry plays.
Well, he's ready now. Now it's on his head, you know?
Yeah, they did get that tier 1 tower down bottom. Aster did. This whole lane has just been ripped apart. Tim's is trying to leech a little bit. He's gotten up to level 5 now.
And that tier 1 item in the Iron Talon. Ooh. Yeah, Storm's doing all right with that kill. He's catching up.
Now, talk to me about Mask of Madness Gyrocopter.
Well, it's still very good because of the disassembly.
Right, okay.
Rushing the Ag, and like, you do still have to buy Ags, right? Because IO can't just give you Scepter anymore. So yeah, it just lets you farm really fast. I think Bobica doesn't necessarily want to be with SCCC the entire time. If you just have IO the whole time, you can still farm really quickly. But if IO wants to like make plays with the Legion and stuff, it's good to have your own farming item. And eventually, you're just going to disassemble it. Like, it's kind of like a Midas for Gyro that you don't even sell later. It just becomes components for something else.
Okay. Sounds pretty efficient.
Yeah, seems good.
Bottom lane. Set up on the XXS. Nice rotation from TNC to secure that one. Does take 4 of them, but they find the kill.
Yeah, that's why it didn't cost the Stack Storm or the Sanities. They just had to glimpse them and a freebie.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Trying to figure out what the next move is here for TNC. I guess you just farm up the Diffusal Blade on the Ricky, and then you start playing with Song until the Aghanims is done. I don't think there's much else left to do. Oh, speaking of which, Blink Dagger revealed mid lane.
They grab him. Armel going down. Dual damage not going to be there, but of course they do get the kill.
Oh, nice. They just got SCCC there in time. They have the Song, and they are all sitting right there with the Static Storm. But I don't think they have the damage without OD, and they think the same thing. Well, they're going to try a single pickoff.
That comes in on the Fade. Glimpse back. XXS there, trying to support. Press the attack. Not going to be enough, though. They've got the damage inside of that kinetic field. Storm looking for a counter kill the other way. Jumps in onto March. Has the Wisp Tether. Now jumps into the mana. Maybe looking for a courier. Grabs the Disruptor. Call down. Gets charged up. They lose Tims. Now about to lose March. A lot of damage coming out of Aster still. Naga Siren stunned up. Getting low. Aster cleaning house. Buyback from the Disruptor. This fight's not over yet. OD drops the ultimate. Static Storm kinetic field. Damage is not enough. The Gyro lives. They get a duel on the other side. Armel, he's going to fall again. Now Gabby makes it back under tower. He's taunting, but it could be the end of him. They dust him, they sentry him, and he's down. Big time deaths in the mid lane for TNC.
This is all because KP didn't have like a stick or a wand or anything. That is one thing about this Naga Siren, not having like any stats, right? Like the way that you build it, he just bought a magic stick right now because he knows that he messed up. If he had magic stick there, he sings and they all just get out. And there's no additional kills. They kill Crystal Maiden and they leave. But he was at 110 mana and didn't have anything left for the Song of the Siren. That was brutal.
Went from a pretty
kind of
even
fight
game to a substantial 14-minute lead. 5k net worth, 6,000 experience.
And that was a, what, triple kill? Yeah, for Chuan. He got Tim's, Armel, and Gabby. And oh, Armel goes in for like the greedy play after. The constant, like, classic TP one in after another because things are getting low and it starts to look like you can turn things around, but they're fighting into a lot of this early sustain here from the IO.
Armel died twice, dude.
Yeah.
Got knocked off here, but that whole thing started with a jump onto the OD and then expanded into a wider fight, and they killed him again. So now Storm's like 1,500 net worth ahead of him. Looking for an Orchid rush, just Kaya Orchid.
And we've seen this OD be such a strong hero, but a lot of it relies on that good timing on the Aghanim Scepter. And with the double null and the Aether Lens picked up, it's still a ways away. Not getting any kills
like this
to accelerate.
This rushing the Orchid. It allows you to really isolate the OD. He can't save himself or anybody, even if he gets the Aghanims if he's silenced.
No, yeah, and you know that he's going to go for that Aghanims first, so he can't afford an earlier BKB
right.
Or anything else
if he
to
went
deal
like
with it.
Yule's Aether Lens as his first two items or something, you've pretty much already won the game. Forcing you the enemy OD into shitty item choices, so I'm with you. It's a good read. Runes.
They're going to try and bait out that bounty, maybe? XSS has already blinked here. He's just dead, I think.
Yeah, not a lot of support nearby. Two heroes in the jungle. They're just going to let it go. So, you know, sorry. Cut the losses. It's a 5-hero rotation from TNC.
TNC going to try and get this game back on track. For them, it still relies on big items, though. Oh, okay, here's some handy ones. The Nether Shawl, that's very good. I think they saw the Vampire Fags on the Dire as well, but we need that Diffusal Blade on the Riki. That's even more important than the Aghanims, honestly, at this point for the OD, because this Riki just does not feel like a core yet. Just kind of a nuisance, really.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. A little mosquito.
Yeah.
Little nips hurt, but they don't really do much damage.
And that Mass Command is accelerating him into a very early BKB here for SCCC as they'll get an Ancient stack set up for him.
Yeah. BKB before eggs.
16-minute BKB. Very nice. I mean, you look at this Radiant team and BKB is king, right? Like when it is they're going to be an Aghanims. Well, actually, he's not going Yules first, so pretty soon. Tim's has been the most aggressive Ags buyer for the last couple months on the Disruptor. He loves going Max Thunderstrike and just hitting neutrals and hitting lanes the entire time to just rush the Ags. Will he have a Yules on any of his allies, though, is the question. The only person that could really go for it maybe is KP, but that kind of defeats the whole purpose. So I don't know how they're going to really set these up that well. They pretty much have to rely on KP just getting in range with Song. I guess Astral's the real setup, right?
Yeah. When the Aghanims comes out, sure.
Yeah. Well, Aster getting a little anxious here. They want to get some more dual victories for XXS. IO busy helping SCCC.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know, it's another one of these games where it feels like Aster could really get aggressive and try to further this lead and break the game open. But you can also spin it the other way. They've got a nice lead, so they can sit back and farm, feel pretty safe for the next couple minutes while they get this next round of items and then take fights truly on their terms.
I think their aggression is working because XSS has been off map for so long that they got scared, right? Like literally they just left bottom with 3 heroes and the creep wave has just been hitting the tower. So these guys are not farming in the mid. Gabby's not farming. Armel's not farming. KP's the only one really showing up top doing anything, and this whole time you're playing aggressive with this Legion Commander, this Storm Spirit, and Crystal Maiden, and once you find the enemy, you're just going to relocate him with the IO. So very good IO play coming out from Aster. Seems very coordinated as a team with the hero.
Yep. Gabby has really fallen off. I mean, he's even farm with KP now. And instead of having two scary carries, you've got these two.
And they ban IO.
That is odd.
When they play against other regions. That's very interesting.
Just trying to have a gentleman's agreement. Just, all right, Wisp is dumb. Just no Wisp.
I don't know, but like they play it really well. I would like to see them practice it more, or maybe that's why they don't play in those leagues, because they feel like they have a good enough handle on it and they're trying other things, because that's kind of what those leagues are for in a lot of ways.
That would be my guess.
You definitely don't care about the prize pool. You're trying to work out new strats.
Sure.
For glory.
And get intel on what other people are trying.
Yeah. XSS has Blink, but he doesn't have Dust. Fade. Oh, they catch him. They have Dust on the CM. Not even going to need it. He's still under.
Oh, no. Silence was there. All heal. They turn onto the Storm. He's down low. He's dead. Gabby gets that kill. Looking for more onto Fade. It's off a freeze, but they've got vision. Drops a freezing field to try to break this up, and it'll actually be successful.
Wow.
Duel is still available. He was silenced that whole time, so he couldn't get it off.
That was a lot of respect there from TNC to not go further.
1,000 gold.
All right, good grab for them. Huge to kill the Storm Spirit like that before he can get in towards that BKB. It looked like a kind of free pick here, like a Ricky underneath a Sentry Ward like that, but not enough lockdown.
Couldn't get the duel.
Yeah, that was a nice static storm for the save. What to do now if you are TNC? You've taken a kill, got a storm once. I guess you just keep farming and hope that they play aggressive like that, because the only cooldown that you burned was the static storm of the song. Oh, it is still level 1 actually. I thought it was level 2. That's gonna be another minute and a half. That's kind of painful.
As much as it is big for them to turn that around. Oh, up top, we'll hold that thought. Duel used on the Armel. Relocate in, not going to get the duel damage, but could still set this up. Defensive Astral, and yeah, no help.
Calls me home.
Yeah, that's going to be considered more important. Look at that ward that was placed down here. They have a like outpost guarding ward essentially that lets them know when someone's going to try and make a play at either the bounty rune or the outpost. They do get the IO on the relocate, but obviously you'll take that trade.
Yeah, even though they are starting to quell the Storm's momentum a little bit, you still got a big gyrocopter problem. And speaking of Storm, he's playing down bottom with the Ricky, but backs out as he sees support is inbound.
So what do they do to kill Storm? Like, because he did die, but he died by zipping in and committing to a fight. Like, they can only react to the Storm Spirit. They have no way of actually initiating on him.
Yes, they have to create some sort of scenario where he is in a Ricky smoke cloud, and that's their option.
Yeah, Storm can't die, like, if he's just doing his own thing and not diving on people, it's going to be pretty hard to kill him until they have, like, Scythe on OD. The only other way, I guess, would be if Gabby gets under him with a cloud. That could also work. And then that would give enough time for the net and the Static Storm.
BKB.
They can also Astral him, too, like, if they catch him with one of those. If he's got decent range, if he's farming a creep wave, maybe he'll get caught from fog and then they follow up with a static storm. That could happen too.
I mean, isn't this... It's shaping up to be a game where Aster are going to play tight for another 2, 3, 4 minutes, get their next 2 BKBs on their cores, and then take a pretty crippling fight with 30 seconds of magic immunity across the board. That seems like the obvious play to me right now. I guess they're going to smoke up and try something more aggressive, but... Storm's about halfway there. LC's a little less than halfway there.
Gotta be cautious. KB has his double pipe thing that he's done before. We talked about this the other day.
Yep.
And he's gonna be able to hood and then disassemble or unlock and then double pipe. So if they catch him with a song here, they can get both. Oh, KB doesn't rip it though. They were right next to each other. They're running after a Crystal Maid, and I don't think Fade cares if he even dies here.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
And they have that ward still scouting again. Another, just a really nice placement there. I think copy that one for your games, guys. That one's really sneaky, because look where they're D-warding, right? You're not really expecting that placement. The other place would be like right here, a little bit further up, so impressive.
Still a bit nervous for TNC. They're having trouble finding an angle, and they are getting out farmed. This isn't one of these Nagas that's just taking over the lanes and soaking it up. Aster are farming way more quickly around the map.
I think TNC are going to wait for the Aghanims, because that is an answer, right? The Disruptor Aghanims on the...
Disruptor, okay.
Yeah,
They just got ODs.
Yeah, but once they have the Disruptor one, they can actually just kill Gyro, which is pretty huge. As much as we talk about the Storm being hard to kill, the Gyro still has to play in the front line, and if they catch him before that BKB, it's going to ruin his game. Maybe Bobica will be enough to save him, depending on his positioning. Oh, he has Essence Ring. All right, never mind. He's good. This item is busted on Io. The instant obliteration on poor Crystal Maiden. The Imp Claw to help.
Yeah, you're right. Essence Ring on Wisp is, like, stupid good.
Yes, it is completely broken.
Especially if you have a mech, too.
Yeah. It can make or break an IO game. It's probably... maybe... feels like best hero item combo in the game. Just because of like how early the Essence Ring comes out.
I think for tier 2, that's 100% true. Period. I'd have to look at the list.
Well, I mean, the only thing is when you talk about like tier 5s, like the odds of that happening in those games, you know, I mean, sure, if you count like overall, then there's going to be some stupid Apex Pudge thing. But I think like realistically, in games that happen, it doesn't get much better than Essence Ring IO.
I'm with you on that.
It's like Skywrath Mage clumsy net level, you know? It's
yeah, that's another.
And it's actually better than that.
At least the clumsy net has a downside, right?
Yeah, and you can buy an Atos. You can't buy this thing. This is just another mech. You can't buy two. You know, it doesn't let you.
Yeah. BKB now out on Storm. And LC, slow and steady progress. About 3k gold now. So they are waiting, and I don't know, I guess you're right. Disruptor's going to have the Aghanims real soon, so maybe he will just counter all 3 of these Aghanims in the next team fight and get TNC back on the map.
Oh, huge. The telescope. Big item pickup. That's a good one. More attack range for an OD, more cast range for an OD. Come on, dude. That is some top tier stuff right there. This is smoke time. Bring out the smoke, March. Pull it out of the backpack. All right, let's go.
March with the pipe.
Oh, we need more Ags in this game, says Gabby. He's queued one up for himself after the Manta.
All right, there's the smoke.
Radiant
Aster
scanning.
On the other side of the map. See if TNC can sniff him out.
Oh, a gem. All right, they're ready to fight as well then on the side of Aster.
Under attack.
Ooh, high to low. Telescope to repair kit, but you know, you take some lumps when you get the sweets.
Ooh. PLC heading up. Vision or battle for vision rather. That's instantly jump to the back line. There's the duel onto OD. It's a great catch. Call down. Is it going to be enough? Heals from Chems. They've got the kill. March going to TP out. Will make it.
I love that recognition from SCCC and Chuan. They see heroes, they instantly press BKB. There's no messing around versus Naga Disruptor, right? When this guy has a negative scepter, you just hit your damn BKB to make sure that you're going to be able to fight. And that is precisely what they did. Easy fight win. Great duel there from XXS.
Absolutely. Is that first of the game, actually?
Yeah, his first successful duel damage.
There you go. Now in the Roche we go. OD does have the buyback, but it looks like he's holding it for now, and they're just going to let this Roshan go. That's CCC, the one to grab the Aegis.
Has his butterfly as well, so he is very scary. 5k ahead of the next closest hero, and it's his own ally. So
when does the Ricky start doing damage, Trent?
When he has items.
Is under attack.
Well, he's got a Manta now. He's got the Imp Claw.
I think the problem was that a lot of his allies weren't quite ready to fight, like right when he got his Diffusal late first off, but then both him and OD were so slowed down that they kind of missed that like first window where it feels good, and now he feels like he needs like a basher to do stuff.
And Gyrocopter has a Butterfly. So that's going to be another issue with the damage output there.
I mean, Butterfly versus OD and Ricky's amazing. Very good item choice.
They do not have a good answer to this. There's the repair kit.
Oh, it's huge.
It's going to work. It is sort of mitigating SCCC's damage. They will back out. Or will they?
So just holding. Not going to press the big buttons. Still has Aegis. They don't want to dump the static storm on him.
Wisp just makes it so much harder for them to find those initiations.
Now we're going to back for 30-minute bounty runes. Oh, they got Craggy Coat too. Oh, okay, cool. So they got all of our... So they're going to try and make a play here. This is very dangerous. You're going to cancel the TP.
And they'll get it in time.
Good choice. They're now bringing the Naga too. Looks like they're thinking about trying to catch them at the rune.
Smoked up, looking for trouble.
Dire's middle tower is
And
under
only a
attack.
2-kill difference, but 18,000 net worth.
Oh, jeez. Just keeps on... I mean, look at the gap between some of these, like, other cores, though. It's all
Dire's
gyro
middle
for them. I mean,
tower
that's not true.
is
Storm
under
has a pretty big lead, too. But then, like, you know, the Ricky, the Naga, they're up there with the OD 11K.
A lot of it's in the gyro. He's got a Satanic. On the other side, who we got? It's the Naga Siren, dueled up. A little light on damage, but they should have the control, and they do.
Just can't get those bonuses. Just a little bit shy a couple times now.
I don't know if it matters.
Dire's
Dare I
middle
say
tower. No, of course
that the dual damage is one of the more overrated aspects of this hero. Like, yeah, it's great if you can get it, but
No, it doesn't matter.
you're locked down, baby.
No, I don't think the repair kit's going to help on this one.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah.
tower has
Tier
fallen.
3 down. Buyback used by the Naga.
All right, they still have 45 seconds on this Aegis, though, so they can't really wait it out.
Zip in onto the OD. BKB, pop by Chuan. They're not giving this Disruptor an opening. They don't kill Armel, but they push him back. Song of the Siren does catch SCCC. Remember, he's got Aegis. They really don't care if he goes down here.
Even Fade is a BKB on the Crystal Maiden right now.
And it wasn't even close. They barely do any damage, but Boca tethers up straight away. They are going to get these barracks.
Aster gonna do things a little faster this game, even though they were pretty much just as strong in the last one. Maybe their coach had a little talking to you. Is Burning still with them? I feel like Burning was like, yo, guys, all right, I like you being safe, but come on. You got to show some strength. You got to put the fear in them. They're scared. And there's the Aegis. All right, here we go. TNC, time to clap back, and that's a BKB, and they went for the Disruptor.
And the Disruptor in big trouble. Taunted. Tim's is down. Has the buyback. Probably going to need it. Loses the OD. Armel, KP. This one will be a dieback. He can't get out. Gabby in big trouble. He's able to blink up, but KP not so lucky. Buyback's being used if they've got him. The final stand for TNC. 26K net worth. Aster not backing up. They are so sustainable with that Wisp. The Static Storm, Kinetic Field, it just doesn't matter. They're going to grab March. He'll fall right outside of his own well.
Yep, still right-clicking. All right, now the Sandys is building up, though. He keeps getting the stacks. He's got 2,400 mana. There's no BKBs, if ever there was a time.
Well, they're going to have to make this play happen soon. They jump in onto Fade. They do get that kill. Was it worth the sanities, though, for a Crystal Maiden?
Nah, he missed the gyro.
Not great. Lift comes out. TNC doing everything they can to hold on here. CM's bought back as CCC makes the call. I'm going to stop mucking around. We're ending this with the repair kit. That'll delay things. Die back now on March. They're going to grab another. It'll be Gabby. And now they've found the duel. Armel going to be the next casualty. One by one. TNC getting ripped apart. Wow. Repair kit just resulted in more devastation, dare I say.
So our first game, TNC, it's incredible. They absolutely demolished Nigma to the point where people were mocking Nigma from like coming from a minor and getting absolutely obliterated.
Yeah.
And since that game, TNC have fallen off a complete cliff. They went from outright domination to getting dominated pretty much in 4 straight, especially the last 3. The last 3 games have not been remotely close for them. This is a